Hi there guys, welcome back to RonsTechHub, and in this video we're going to be looking at Libre Office. That's once again another free alternative to Microsoft Office, and yes, completely free. This is probably the most comprehensive Microsoft Office alternative there is. So just like before, I'm going to go through and show you how to get the download. I'm going to walk you through the installation, and I'm going to also show you how to start using some of the main programs in LibreOffice. Before I go any further, I'm actually going to show people how to check what version of Windows they have so that they can download the right one first. So the first thing I do is I go to my start menu here, and from my start menu I type the word system, SYSTEM, and it's going to come up with a few options, but in Windows 10 the one you're going to want to choose is the one that says System Control Panel. This will give you a quick rundown of the version of Windows you have, whether it's activated, and the architectures. That's either 32-bit or 64-bit. On here, system type is what you need to pay attention to. Mine says a 64-bit operating system, x64 base processor. Now, from this information, with this information, you can then decide whether you want to download the 32 or 64-bit. Either of them will work. However, if yours says 32-bit operating system, you have to download the 32-bit one. The 64-bit version simply won't work. Okay, so it's gonna be LibreOffice. LibreOffice is the name of the program. Search for that on Google or any web browser you're using and any search engine you're using. And for me, it's gonna be this first one here that says download LibreOffice. Click on that. The most up-to-date version to date, which is the 5th of July 2020, is going to be LibreOffice 6.4.5. Now, you choose your operating system from here, and again, this is compatible with the three main operating systems there are, so that's Linux, macOS, and Windows. My version of Windows is Windows 10 64-bit. I think it's safe to assume that most computers after, let's say, 2010, 2015 have a 64-bit operating system. So most people with Windows can choose this option. If this doesn't work, simply go back and check the 32-bit option. I click download, and that should start downloading. Okay, so now that we have the file downloaded here, bottom left hand corner of my Chrome tab, if you don't have it here for some reason, that might be because you have a different web browser or you've accidentally closed it here, what you can do is go to your downloads folder. To do that, simply open your file explorer, and it will more likely be in the location where it says downloads. That's where it goes to by default. You click on it to open it, and it's going to ask you, are you sure you want to run this installation? You're going to choose yes, and let's go through the steps, right? So this one, welcome, I'm going to go next. I'm going to go do a typical installation. Custom means that you can choose features you want to leave out and features you want to add in. I'm just going to do typical. I think that's the best one for me and for most people. Create a desktop shortcut, that's fine. I'll leave this unticked where it says load LibreOffice during system startup. That does make your computer a bit slower, so I would not recommend doing that by default. Click install. When this finishes, I'll come back to you guys, okay? That's now finished installing, and I simply click on finish here, and I do think it's going to open up. No, it doesn't actually open up. Fine. So let me now close everything here and simply open the LibreOffice icon on the desktop, because I did choose to install an icon to the desktop. If you don't see one there because you untick that option, don't worry, we can always go find it in the start menu. The start menu tutorial is the very first tutorial I did here on YouTube, so please have a look at that. And as you can see, it's the first thing that comes up when I open the start menu. Again, if it's not the first thing because you've installed things after that, that's fine. We can always find it by opening the start menu, and we know we want to open LibreOffice. We start typing Libre. That opened, well, that shows us all the things we have installed with the word Libre in the name. I click on LibreOffice, it opens the main program, and from here I can create the different file types I want. So let's just wait for that. Okay, so now as you can clearly see here, the first three things on the left hand side here under create are write a document, calc spreadsheet, and impress presentation. And as you can probably tell, this is the Word document alternative, the Excel spreadsheet alternative, and the PowerPoint alternative here. So let's just open the first one. Now we can see this is what it looks like. Again, very similar to, I would say, older versions of Microsoft Word. Tip of the day, I would say leave these on if you're new to LibreOffice or if you're new to any Office program. Otherwise, you can untick the box. And just like all the other programs I've shown before, we can type our stuff in here. And when we go to save, we simply go to File, Save, and let's put this on the desktop as well. Let's call this Test 1. Now with this, as you can see here, it says Save as Type. It says ODT text document. We don't really want to use that format unless we're sending it to people who have LibreOffice installed as well. This just means open document format. Now click on the drop down menu or the drop down list and choose where it says Word document. Let's see, where is that Word document? There we go, 2007-365, and the file type is a docx. As we now know, this is the new file format that Microsoft uses. So the doc is the document format and the x is the XML extension of that. We're going to click on that and I'm going to choose save from here, and it's going to save it on our desktop. Now it asks use Word 2007 format. I would recommend sticking with this, as this is what most people and most other Office programs have as a default, the Microsoft Word extension. So click on that and that's it, we're finished. Now that we've saved our file, I'm going to close this document here. I'm going to look on my desktop and it's going to be called test1docx. That's what I saved this as, which is this one here. These are the ones I had previously, so let's ignore those for now. Let's click on that one and let's open it. Again, because this is the first time I'm opening LibreOffice and opening a Word document, it's asking me which one I should use. In this case, I'm going to choose LibreOffice Writer. Now, most people won't have this as an issue if they only have one thing installed at a time. But because I have all three, because I'm making these tutorials, I have Microsoft Word, I have LibreOffice Writer now, and I had WPS Office before. Most of you will not have this issue. I'm going to click on OK. And as you can see, it opens up in LibreOffice Writer. And again, I can continue editing what I had before. This is completely free. There is no watermarks or nothing. You can even export as PDFs just like you would in Microsoft Word. Okay, I'm going to open LibreOffice again. And this time I'm going to choose a different document to create. But before I do that, as you can see, it has like a recent file thing here. So it shows you the most recent thing you've either opened or saved or created. You can click on templates and it gives you free templates. Everything here is free again. So you can go in and, I don't know, do your assignments in here, write your book if there's a book template. But for this one, I'm going to go to Calc Spreadsheet. And I'm going to go ahead and do the same thing I've done with the previous ones. So I think I always did name. I think I did price and total here. Name is always A, B, C, and D. That's going to be 10, 20, 30, and 40. And again, to do the total, I'm going to type equals SUM, open bracket. Then I'm going to highlight all the things I need to create a sum for. Press enter, and just like before, all the formulas are compatible with Excel spreadsheets, WPS Office spreadsheets, and Google Drive spreadsheets as well. Well, Google Sheets. I'm going to again just do a basic one here. Equals 40, I think I always did, times 2. I press enter, it gives the answer there. Again, just to stress the fact that it's all compatible. So if you use this and you have to send it to, I don't know, your boss or to another colleague or to a student, it works fine. They will never have an issue when using the formulas. So now that we've created something, let's go ahead and save it again. We go to File, click Save. Let's choose Desktop again. Let's call this one Test Calc. And from the drop down list here, we're going to do spreadsheet. So it's going to be Excel 2007 to 365 XLSX. So this one here with the XLSX format. Click on that. Click save. It's going to ask us this question again. Click use Excel format, and that's it. Now that we've created and saved our spreadsheet, I'm going to close this. Look on our desktop here, and I can see test calc, the name I saved it as. I'm going to open that. Again, it's going to ask me which program I want to use. I'm going to choose Libre Office Calc. Choose OK. When this opens up, everything's there. Everything's okay. So I can now email this to a client, a student, a colleague. They should be able to open it in their Office program. That could be WPS Office, it could be Microsoft Office, it could be Libre Office. It really doesn't matter. They can even upload this to Google Drive and edit it directly. So in this video now, we're going to look, well, this section of the video, we're going to look at creating a presentation. So this time I'm going to go to Impress Presentation, click on that one there. It should open up. I get to choose a template. It really doesn't matter which one you choose. You can go blank or you can choose one from here. It gives you a blank one by default. So let's just choose focus, for example. Open that one, and that's it. There we go. Let's just change a few things in here. Let's put some random text. Do the same thing with this one here. And some random text, so we just have something to save. Most of the options here are very similar to that of Microsoft Office PowerPoint. So you can go in and change the animations, the transitions, the format, the text, everything. But I'm not going to show you that in this video. This is just a quick overview of this program, and to show you that this free version is just as capable as Microsoft Office. So now I've created it, it's time to save like we normally do. File, save. Again, I'm going to choose desktop, and this is test slide. Okay. Again, we're not going to choose ODF presentation, we're going to choose PPTX. So that's PowerPoint 2007-365. Click on that option there and click save. Use PowerPoint 2007 to 365 format. Alright, so now that we've created and saved the presentation, we're going to go back to the desktop and we're going to open it from here. The name I gave it was test slide. Let's click on that to open it. From the list again, I'm going to select LibreOffice Impress, as that's a program I want to use to open it this time. Click OK. And as you can see, everything opens just as it would normally. When you open LibreOffice again, there's an extra step we can carry out to ensure that we don't have to keep choosing the file type we want. So every time we save it, we don't have to keep choosing PPTX or DOCX. We can leave it like that by default. We go to Tools, then we go to Options here, and then we go to General, and under General, we go to Load and Save, and under General we're going to have where it says Document Type. For a text document, you want it to always save as a Word 2007 to 365 docx. Click on that one, and from there we're going to change text document. We're going to choose Spreadsheet, and for spreadsheet you're going to want the one that says XLSX, so Excel 2007 to 365. Choose that one, and the final one we're going to choose presentation, and under there we're going to choose one is PPTX, so PowerPoint presentation. And those are the three main ones that we have to change. After we've done that, we click apply and OK. So from now on, let me show you. If I go to create a Word document here, I type some stuff and I want to save it, it shouldn't ask me the file format, or the file format should be default Word 2007. So I'm going to click on desktop, and as you can see, I don't have to change the drop down, it's already this format. So this way, if you forget to do it, it's not an issue. Thank you for watching, guys. Please stay tuned for more content.